There is a part of you that always knows the answer. A deep, quiet knowing that whispers softly beneath the noise of the world. It is not rushed. It does not argue. It does not panic. It simply knows. This is the voice of your heart, the divine compass within you, guiding you toward what is right, what is true, and what is best for your soul's highest good. But too often, this voice is drowned out by doubt, fear, and the endless chatter of the mind. You may have felt those gentle nudges before, a deep feeling pulling you toward a choice, an idea that keeps returning to you, a quiet certainty that you can't explain. These are the whispers of your soul, the guidance of the universe, calling you forward. Many people ignore this guidance because they don't trust it. They have been conditioned to believe that decisions must be logical, that the mind must always have the final say. But the heart speaks in a language that the mind does not always understand. It speaks in feelings, in sensations, in deep inner knowing. When you learn to listen, life begins to flow in ways you never imagined. Challenges seem less daunting. Answers come with ease. The right people, the right circumstances, the right opportunities show up as if by magic. This is not magic. It is alignment. It is you moving with the divine rhythm of life instead of resisting it. Your heart is not separate from the universe. It is the channel through which divine wisdom flows. Every time you follow its guidance, you strengthen your connection to the infinite intelligence that created you. And when you ignore it, you may feel lost, confused, or disconnected from yourself. But the good news is, no matter how long you have ignored it, no matter how far you think you have wandered, your heart is always there, waiting patiently, ready to guide you home. The heart holds a wisdom that the mind cannot grasp. It is connected to something far greater than logic, greater than reasoning, greater than what you can see with your physical eyes. Science has shown that the heart sends more signals to the brain than the brain sends to the heart. It has its own intelligence, its own rhythm, its own way of knowing. It senses things before the mind can process them. It recognizes truth before logic can explain it. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt something before anyone spoke a word? That is your heart sensing the energy before your mind can interpret it. Have you ever met someone and immediately felt a connection or a resistance? That is your heart recognizing what your soul already knows. Have you ever made a decision that didn't make sense on paper, but felt completely right in your soul? That is the power of the heart's wisdom. The divine nudges of the heart often appear as feelings, a quiet pull towards something, a gentle discomfort warning you away, a sense of peace that washes over you when you think about a certain choice. This is how the universe speaks to you. It does not always come as a booming voice or a clear answer. It comes in subtle, quiet ways that you must learn to recognize. Imagine you are lost in a forest and you come across a river. You don't know which way to go, but you see the river flowing in one direction. Would you fight against it, or would you allow it to carry you? Life is much the same. The heart flows in the direction of your highest good. When you resist it, life feels hard. When you follow it, life feels effortless. This does not mean there won't be challenges, but it does mean that you will always be guided toward the right path. The problem is that most people have learned to doubt their feelings. They have been taught to question their intuition, to suppress their inner knowing. From a young age, they were told to be realistic, to think things through, to do what makes sense. But what if the deepest truths of life do not make sense to the mind? What if they can only be felt? What if the greatest choices are not found in logic, but in the courage to follow what feels right? The heart does not lead you astray. It will never push you towards something that is wrong for you. It is always in tune with your highest path. Even when it calls you to step into the unknown, even when it asks you to take a leap of faith, it does so because it knows what is waiting for you on the other side. And every time you listen, you strengthen your ability to hear its wisdom. Every time you trust, you allow more divine guidance to flow into your life. One of the biggest challenges people face is knowing whether the guidance they feel is truly from their heart, or if it is simply fear, desire, or wishful thinking. The mind is loud. It is full of opinions, fears, and judgments. It wants control, certainty, and logic. The heart, on the other hand, is quiet. It speaks in whispers. It does not force or push. It does not argue. It simply knows. So how do you tell the difference? How do you know when it is truly divine guidance and not just your mind playing tricks on you? The key is to notice the feeling behind the message. The mind operates from fear. It asks, what if this goes wrong? What if I fail? What if I regret this? The heart operates from love. It reassures you. It encourages you. It says, even if I don't know all the answers, I trust the path will unfold. The mind is restless, always looking for problems to solve. It overthinks, analyzes, and doubts. The heart is calm. Even when it leads you into unknown territory, it does so with a deep sense of peace. The mind will come up with 100 reasons why something won't work. The heart simply feels what is right. Think of a time when you made a decision purely from logic. Maybe you chose a job because it seemed practical, even though something inside you felt uneasy. Maybe you entered a relationship because it looked good on the surface, even though your heart felt hesitant. What happened? Did it bring you happiness? Or did you later realize that you ignored your true feelings? Now think of a time when you followed your heart, even when it didn't make sense. Maybe you moved to a new city, took a chance on an opportunity, or walked away from something that no longer felt right. How did life respond? Did doors open? Did things fall into place in ways you couldn't have predicted? The heart's guidance is often subtle. It is a soft feeling of being drawn towards something. It is the quiet excitement that rises within you when you imagine a certain path. It is the inner knowing that refuses to leave you alone. Fear will scream, doubt will argue, but the heart will patiently wait. The next time you feel unsure about a decision, take a moment to be still. Breathe deeply. Tune in. Ask yourself, does this choice bring a feeling of deep peace, or does it create tension? The answer is already within you. To help you strengthen this connection, begin using this affirmation. I trust the wisdom of my heart. I listen with love. I follow my inner guidance with confidence. Say it every morning. Write it down. Repeat it whenever you feel confused. The more you affirm this truth, the more clearly you will hear your heart's divine nudges. And the more you follow them, the more beautifully your life will unfold. Your heart is always speaking to you, but are you truly listening? Many people say they want to hear their inner guidance, yet their lives are filled with distractions. The world is loud, phones buzzing, schedules packed, endless thoughts racing through the mind. In this constant noise, the gentle whispers of the heart are often overlooked. But when you make space for stillness, when you create moments of quiet, you begin to hear what was always there. Listening to your heart is not a complicated process. It does not require special abilities or years of training. It is a natural skill that you were born with. The problem is not that your heart isn't speaking. It's that you have forgotten how to listen. Just as a muscle grows stronger with use, your ability to receive divine nudges strengthens when you practice. And the more you practice, the clearer the guidance becomes. So, how do you tune in? How do you distinguish between the noise of the mind and the wisdom of the heart? You begin by creating intentional moments of stillness. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. Try this simple practice. Find a quiet space. Sit in a comfortable position, away from distractions. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Let your body relax. Bring your awareness to your heart. Place your hand over your chest and breathe into this space. Imagine a warm light glowing within you. Ask a simple question. You might say, "Heart, what do you want me to know today?" Or, "What is my next step?" Notice what arises. It may be a feeling, a word, an image, or simply a sense of knowing. Trust whatever comes. Thank your heart. Even if no clear answer comes at first, express gratitude. Your awareness is growing, and soon the messages will become clearer. Another powerful way to strengthen your heart's guidance is through morning reflection. Before checking your phone, before getting lost in the busyness of the day, take a few moments to connect within. Journaling can be a great tool. Write down any thoughts or feelings that arise. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. Affirmations can also help open this channel. Start your day with, "I am open to the wisdom of my heart. I trust my inner guidance." The more you affirm this truth, the more your heart will reveal. Trusting your heart's guidance requires trust in yourself. But many people struggle with self-trust because they have spent years doubting their own feelings, second-guessing their choices, or seeking validation from others. If this sounds familiar, know that you are not alone. You can rebuild this trust, and one of the most powerful ways to do so is through mirror work. Mirror work is a practice I have taught for many years. It is simple, but deeply transformative. When you look into your own eyes with love and affirmation, something shifts inside you. You begin to reconnect with the part of yourself that has always known the way. You begin to release doubt and fear, replacing them with confidence and clarity. Here is a simple mirror work exercise to strengthen your connection with your inner voice. Stand in front of a mirror. Look into your own eyes with kindness. This may feel uncomfortable at first, but stay with it. Speak directly to yourself. Say, "I trust you. I believe in you. You are guided. Your heart knows the way." Breathe deeply and notice your feelings. If resistance or doubt arises, that is okay. Just observe it without judgment. Repeat this daily. The more you do this, the more natural it becomes. Many people have never truly looked at themselves with love. They have spent years criticizing, judging, or avoiding their reflection. But when you begin to speak to yourself with kindness, when you affirm your own wisdom, you awaken a deep sense of self-trust. You remember that you already hold the answers you seek. Affirmations for mirror work. I trust my inner wisdom. I listen to my heart with confidence and love. I am always guided in the right direction. Practice this daily and watch as your trust in yourself begins to grow. The more you trust, the louder your heart's guidance becomes. The universe is always communicating with you. It is sending you signs, nudges, and confirmations to guide you along your path. But are you paying attention? Many times people pray for answers, yet they overlook the signs when they appear. The signs are not always dramatic. Often they are subtle, a repeated number, a phrase you keep hearing, a message from an unexpected source. Synchronicities or meaningful coincidences are one of the universe's favorite ways to guide you. Have you ever been thinking about something and then suddenly seen a message related to it? Have you ever had a song play at just the right moment? Or met someone at the exact time you needed their wisdom? These are not random. They are signs. They are confirmation that you are being led. Common signs from the universe include repeated numbers, 111, 444, 555. A sign that you are aligned with divine energy. Songs or words that stand out. Pay attention to lyrics or phrases that seem to answer your thoughts. Animals or symbols that keep appearing. Certain animals carry messages of encouragement or transformation. Feeling drawn to a specific book, place, or opportunity. Your heart may be guiding you towards something important. When you notice a sign, pause and acknowledge it. Say, "Thank you, universe, for guiding me." The more you express gratitude, the more signs will appear. Journaling can help you track synchronicities. Each day, write down any signs you notice. Over time, you will see patterns emerge. You will realize that guidance is always present. You just needed to attune to it. An affirmation to deepen this connection. I am open to receiving divine guidance. The universe speaks to me in clear and loving ways. Signs are not coincidences. They are invitations. They are reminders that you are not alone, that you are being led. The more you trust and follow them, the more your path will unfold with ease and grace. Fear and doubt are the biggest barriers to following your heart's guidance. The mind is conditioned to seek safety, to avoid risk, and to cling to what is familiar, even when what is familiar no longer serves you. This is why so many people hesitate when they feel a deep inner nudge toward change. The heart whispers, "Go this way," but the mind immediately jumps in with, "What if it doesn't work? What if you fail? What if you regret this?" But fear is not truth. It is only a habit, a learned response that can be unlearned. When fear arises, it is simply a sign that you are stepping beyond your comfort zone. And stepping beyond your comfort zone is the only way to grow, to evolve, to become the person you are meant to be. When you follow your heart, you do not have to know the whole path. You only need to take the next step. The heart does not reveal the entire journey all at once. It reveals what you need to know in the present moment. This requires trust. Trust that life is unfolding exactly as it should. Trust that you are supported. Trust that even if you make a mistake, the universe will gently guide you back on course. A simple practice to release fear is the what if exercise. When doubt arises, instead of letting your mind spiral into negative possibilities, shift your focus. Instead of asking, what if this goes wrong? Ask yourself, what if this goes right? What if this decision leads to something better than you imagined? What if this is exactly the step your soul needs? Affirmation to release fear. I trust that I am divinely guided. My heart leads me in the right direction. I release fear and step forward with confidence. Gratitude is the most powerful energy you can cultivate. It aligns you with the frequency of abundance, joy, and divine connection. When you are in a state of gratitude, you naturally open yourself to receiving more guidance, more love, more blessings. Many people wait to feel grateful until they receive what they want. But the secret is this: the more gratitude you feel before your desires manifest, the faster they arrive. Gratitude signals to the universe, I trust that everything is working out for me. It dissolves doubt. It removes resistance. It places you in harmony with the divine flow of life. A simple gratitude exercise to strengthen your connection with your heart's guidance. Every morning, place your hand over your heart and say, thank you. Thank your heart for leading you, even when you don't always understand its direction. Write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. They don't have to be big. Small joys matter too. Express gratitude for what is already on its way. Even if you don't see it yet, trust that the universe is arranging everything perfectly. Affirmation for gratitude. I am deeply grateful for the guidance of my heart. I trust the divine plan unfolding in my life. Your heart already knows the life you are meant to live. It sees the path before you, even when your mind cannot. One of the most powerful ways to align with your heart's guidance is through visualization. When you imagine yourself living in complete alignment with your inner wisdom, you activate that reality within you. You begin to attract it effortlessly. Take a moment to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine yourself 1 year from now, living in full harmony with your heart's guidance. See yourself waking up each morning with clarity, confidence, and peace. See yourself making decisions with ease, feeling completely supported by the universe. See yourself surrounded by opportunities, love, and abundance, all flowing effortlessly into your life. Notice how it feels in your body, the warmth in your chest, the lightness in your breath. This is your truth. This is what happens when you trust. Affirmation for visualization. I see myself living in alignment with my heart's wisdom. I trust that I am on the right path. Your heart is your greatest guide. It will never lead you astray. Even in moments of doubt, even when the path is unclear, trust that you are always being led toward your highest good. Every challenge, every uncertainty, every lesson is part of your journey. You do not have to have all the answers today. You only need to take one step at a time, listening, trusting, and allowing life to unfold. Whenever you feel lost, place your hand over your heart and remember, you already hold the answers within you. The universe is always speaking. Your only job is to listen. Final affirmation. I trust the whispers of my heart. I am divinely guided, always loved, and always supported.